In our rushed world, where sensory overload and attention deficit become a normal way of life, we have lost an essential art, the ability to silence the mind. Silencing the mind is a discipline, a daily rhythm invaluable for good health, and imperative for optimum brain performance. As a foundational driver, it affects the whole brain, from the foundational rhythms in the hypothalamus to the sophisticated, innovative processes in the prefrontal cortex. This brings us to the first insight. As an essential rhythm, silencing the mind is not the same as meditation. Where meditative practice broadly consists of deep breathing, focus, and meditating on certain themes, silencing the mind consists of deep breathing and focus only. We recommend two well-recognized techniques to silence the mind: focused attention and open monitoring. Focused attention is the ability to focus on a single object, and ideally on nothing, for 15 to 20 minutes. With the second technique, open monitoring, we allow thoughts into our minds, but pay non-reactive attention to them, not permitting worries about the future or regrets about the past to enter our thoughts, while continuing to remain mindful in the present. Both techniques start with 2 to 3 minutes of deep breathing. So why and how does this practice have such a profound effect on brain performance? Silencing the mind starts with deep breathing. Put your one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Now draw air deep into your lungs. Observe how your hands move. Which hand moves most? If you deep breathe correctly, your bottom hand will move most. This is because your lungs are like two pyramids, largest at their bases. To really fill them, your diaphragm should move down and your belly out. When you breathe deeply, your heart is filled with blood and the whole system starts to work more efficiently. Blood pressure goes down, heart rate slows, and your body tends to move into a state of relaxed alertness. This is called the relaxed physiological state. Another name for this is the parasympathetic state. In this state, we are relaxed, grazing happily together, but alert and ready to perform at our absolute best. Deep breathing is an important part of getting there and staying there. Combine deep breathing with either one of the two techniques to silence your mind, and you will experience a profound effect on brain performance. Insight 3 begs the question, why does silencing the mind have such a deep-seated effect? To understand the benefits of silencing the mind, let's take a look at something called brain regulation. To thrive in life and in the workplace, we need to be in a baseline relaxed physiological state. The hypothalamus and the amygdala work closely together to regulate this state. If, for example, we have chronic stresses in our lives, our amygdalas respond by turning up their volume control and start to regulate our brains accordingly. In a chronically stressed state, our amygdalas become hyperactive and oversensitive, causing the hypothalamus to drive us out of the relaxed physiological state. So, for optimum brain performance, our amygdalas need to be turned down to get us back into a relaxed physiological state, and the sophisticated creative prefrontal cortex turned up to regulate our ideas, plans, and decisions that affect our lives, and to ensure that we thrive as individuals and as organizations. With regular practice of silencing the mind, we sharpen the focusing ability of the prefrontal cortex. The problem-solving machine is sharpened to work better and more efficiently. And the result is more knowledge to use as building blocks to solve problems, a better functioning superhighway along which abstraction can create more innovative solutions, and an efficient executive in the planning and problem-solving prefrontal cortex. By silencing the mind, we establish a platform of relaxed alertness, essential for optimum brain performance. Finally, a useful way to get started is to identify a quiet time in your day. Find a quiet space and ensure that you have an uninterrupted period of at least 15 to 20 minutes. Sit comfortably in a well-balanced position. Start with deep breathing for at least 2 minutes. To do this, place your right hand on the top of your chest and your left hand on your belly. Now ensure that you inhale deep into the diaphragm so that your left hand is the one that moves outwards. Now focus your vision on a stationary object. A lighted candle or a picture of nature are both good examples. For the inexperienced, closing the eyes should also be effective. Now add to this auditory focus. Any continuous background sound, like the hum of an air conditioner, distant traffic sounds, or the sound of the surf for the lucky few. Finally, add the feeling of your hands on your lap or thighs or any other continuous tactile sensation. All the while, continue with deep breathing. Allow intrusive thoughts to pass through your mind. Don't fight them. Maintain this for at least 10 minutes while moving deeper and deeper into a silent state of mind. To summarize, relax. Take a deep breath is often said, but not many people recognize the true value of this advice. Apply the proven techniques of focused attention and open monitoring, along with the practice of deep breathing to silence your mind. The result is a relaxed physiological state that brings better focus, more creativity and innovation as you create a peaceful platform for the optimized functioning of your powerful prefrontal cortex. Silence your mind daily, and soon the benefits will become part of everything you do.